I'm a black Nazi. NC GOP nominee for governor made dozens of disturbing comments on porn forum. Mark Robinson, the controversial and socially conservative Republican nominee for governor of North Carolina, made a series of inflammatory comments on a pornography website's message board more than a decade ago, in which he referred to himself as a black Nazi and expressed support for reinstating slavery, a CNN K-file investigation found. Despite a recent history of anti-transgender rhetoric, Robinson said he enjoyed watching transgender pornography, a review of archived messages found in which he also referred to himself as a perv. The comments, which Robinson denies making, predate his entry into politics and current stint as North Carolina's lieutenant governor. They were made under a username that CNN was able to identify as Robinson by matching a litany of biographical details and a shared email address between the two. Many of Robinson's comments were gratuitously sexual and lewd in nature. They were made between 2008 and 2012 on Nude Africa, a pornographic website that includes a message board. The comments were made under the username Minisolber, a moniker Robinson used frequently online. Robinson listed his full name on his profile for Nude Africa, as well as an email address he used on numerous websites across the internet for decades. CNN is reporting only a small portion of Robinson's comments on the website given their graphic nature. Many of Robinson's comments on Nude Africa stand in contrast to his public stances on issues such as abortion and transgender rights. Publicly, Robinson has fiercely argued that people should use bathrooms only that correspond to the gender they were assigned at birth. He's also said transgender women should be arrested for using women's restrooms. If you're a man on Friday night, and all of a sudden Saturday, you feel like a woman, and you want to go in the women's bathroom in the mall, you will be arrested, or whatever we gotta do to you, Robinson said at a campaign rally in February 2024. We're going to protect our women. Yet privately under the username Minisolber on Nude Africa, Robinson graphically described his own sexual arousal as an adult from the memory of secretly peeping on women in public gym showers as a 14-year-old. Robinson recounted the story as a memory he said he still fantasized about. I came to a spot that was a dead end but had two big vent covers over it. It just so happened it overlooked the showers. I sat there for about an hour and watched as several girls came in and showered, Robinson wrote on Nude Africa. CNN is not publishing the graphic sexual details of Robinson's story. I went peeping again the next morning, Robinson wrote. But after that I went back, the ladder was locked. So those 2 times were the only times I got to do it. Memories. In other comments on Nude Africa, Robinson discussed his affinity for transgender pornography. I like watching tranny on girl porn. That's King hot. It takes the man out while leaving the man in, Robinson wrote. And yeah, I'm a perv too. In an interview with CNN on Thursday, Robinson repeatedly denied that he made the comments on Nude Africa. This is not us. These are not our words. And this is not anything that is characteristic of me, Robinson said. Presented with the litany of evidence connecting him with the Minisolber username on Nude Africa, Robinson said, I'm not going to get into the minutiae of how somebody manufactured these salacious tabloid lies. CNN first reached out to Robinson Tuesday morning with evidence connecting him to the comments on Nude Africa. It took his campaign 2 days to respond and issue a denial. During his interview with CNN, Robinson repeatedly said the issues that faced North Carolinians were more important than what he called tabloid trash, and he steered the conversation toward attacking his opponent in the race, Democrat Josh Stein, the state's Attorney General. We are not getting out of this race. There are people who are counting on us to win this race, Robinson said. Now campaigning for governor, he says he supports a so-called heartbeat bill that would ban abortion when a heartbeat is detected, approximately 6 weeks, with exceptions for rape, incest, and health of the mother. But writing as Minisolber on Nude Africa in December 2010, Robinson said he did not care about a celebrity having an abortion. I don't care. I just want to see the sex tape, Robinson wrote. In another thread, commenters considered whether to believe the story of a woman who said she was raped by her taxi driver while intoxicated. In response, Robinson wrote, "And the moral of this story: don't F **Ka white B **TCH. Robinson, who would become North Carolina's first black governor if elected, also repeatedly maligned civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr., attacking him in such intense terms that a user accused him of being a white supremacist. "Get that F ** King commie bastard off the National Mall." Robinson wrote about the dedication of the memorial to King in Washington, D.C., by then-President Barack Obama. "I'm not in the KKK. They don't let blacks join. If I was in the KKK, I would have called him Martin Lucifer Coon," Robinson responded. CNN's reporting on Robinson's comments comes a few weeks after the Assembly. A North Carolina digital publication reported that Robinson frequented local video pornography shops in the 1990s and 2000s. The story cited 6 people who interacted and saw him frequent the stores in Greensboro, North Carolina. A spokesperson for Robinson called the story false and a complete fiction. Despite earning the full endorsement of former President Donald Trump and the North Carolina Republican Party, Robinson faces an uphill battle in the race for governor against Stein. Robinson's history of controversial remarks, including mocking school shooting survivors, his past support for total abortion bans without exceptions for rape or incest, and disparaging the civil rights movement have been a consistent theme in the race. Recent public polling shows Robinson is losing to Stein on the Nude Africa website in both comments and his profile. Minisold offered numerous details that align precisely with Robinson's personal history. In his profile, Minisold listed his full name as Mark Robinson, and disclosed a private email address Robinson used elsewhere online. In 2012, a user responded to a comment by calling Minisold Mark. Minisold mentioned in 2008 being married for 18 years, which corresponds with Robinson's marriage to Yolanda Hill in 1990. In 2011, Minisold wrote he had been married 21 years. Minisold wrote in a 2011 post that he lived in Greensboro, North Carolina, the same town where Robinson lived at the time and currently lives. In a post in 2012, Minisold said he served in the Army in the 1980s, during the same time period as Robinson. In his sexually graphic comments detailing watching women in the showers in 2011, Minisold wrote that his mother worked at an historically black college and university, HBCU. Robinson's mother worked as a custodian at North Carolina A&T State University, an HBCU located in Greensboro. Both Minisold and Robinson often posted about the same topics online, including reviews for remote-controlled helicopters, their attraction to specific celebrities, and their favorite Twilight Zone